Clearly, I have made some bad decisions, and today's bad decision is deciding to film my TBR a half hour before I have a library date to go to. So, let's get this over with. Hey howdy, welcome back to my channel. My name is Avery Jam, and today I am here with my April TBR. I'm sure a lot of you noticed that I did not film a March TBR, and that is because in the month of February I did not read at all. I was going through a really depressive episode and I just was not feeling it, and so I did not get anything read, and because of that, a lot of the books that were on my February TBR I just carried over into March and read in March instead. And so it seemed like it would be very repetitive to have filmed that video, but I did get some reading done in March, so I am back with a fresh new April TBR for you, and I am so excited to share these books with you guys. Let's start first with my audiobook and ebook choice of the month. The audiobook I will be listening to is The Removed by Brandon Hobson. This was an option for book of the month in January, but I ended up picking up a different one instead of that one. But that book still looked really interesting to me, so I added it to my library holding list, and it is coming in this month. I've been waiting very long for it. I'm so excited. The Removed is a book about a Native American family that is dealing with the death of one of their members and sort of how they deal with that and how they culturally in their tribe experience death. And so I'm super excited about that. I love Native American themed books and Native American lore, and so I'm really interested to pick this one up. And then my ebook for the month, I'm going to struggle to remember the name of because I film on my phone, so I can't like look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's called Never Let Me Go by Claire McIntosh. And this is a book that I believe, I want to say it was Kat from Paperback Dreams recommended, and it is a sort of mystery thriller about a hit and run, I believe. So I'm very excited to pick that one up as well. Another book that I want to mention just briefly in this TBR is Dune. I only have the dust jacket right now because the actual book is sitting over by my bed, but I am still diligently working on Dune. Since I didn't read it all in February, I had to start again from the beginning because I forgot where I was, so I restarted it and I'm trying to get through it once more. We'll see if it happens this month. I'm not going to say that it's going to be finished in the month, but I will be making some progress on it in the month of April, hopefully. And another book that will be on my TBR that I do not have right now is whatever my book of the month pick for April is. I'm filming this before it's actually April, so they have not released any of the titles yet, but I will be reading that one as well as part of my challenge for the year to read all of my book of the month books in the month that I get them. And in that same vein, since I did not read my book in February for book of the month, I have that one, which is Girl A by Abigail Dean. Like I said, I just didn't read anything in February, so I didn't have time to get to this title. I am still super excited to pick it up though, and will be picking it up in the month of April. This book follows a girl who escapes from her family's house and frees her siblings from this sort of very abusive situation with her parents, and her parents are sent to prison. Her dad dies before he goes to prison, and her mom dies in prison years later, and that is when Girl A is forced to go back to the house and sort of relive those horrors while she is trying to move out her mom's stuff and sort of clear everything out. So this book sounds really interesting. I am a little concerned because I haven't looked up any trigger warnings for it, and I do have abuse triggers, so I might have to double check those before I actually get too far into it if I start feeling like there's going to be a lot that I'm not able to read, but I am excited for it nonetheless. And then I also was not able to get to my book of the month book in March either because I was catching up from February, so we're playing a little bit of catch up in the month of April. And my book of the month for March was The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner, and this one I am super excited for. This is one of my most anticipated releases of the year. if you watched that video, and I am so excited to read this book. It's about a apothecary where a woman creates poisons that are used by other women to kill bad men in their lives, and that just sounds like one of the most interesting premises to me, and the cover is absolutely stunning. I love this color and the gold foiling. I just think it's absolutely beautiful, so I'm really excited to pick that one up as well. And then the next book that I want to pick up in the month of April is one of the books that is from my 10 books that I want to read in 2021, and that is Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. I'm really excited to pick this book up. I don't know very much about it, except for that Zora Neale Hurston is an author that I've wanted to pick up for a very long time, so I am very excited to get to this one. It's also pretty short, so I don't think it'll take me too long to read, and I am just thrilled to have it in my hot little hands. On the back it says, Janie saw her life like a great tree in leaf, with the things suffered, things enjoyed, things done and undone, dawn and doom was in the branches. And that quote is just absolutely beautiful. So if that is telling of the rest of the book, then I think I'm gonna love it. And then another book from my 10 books of 2021 that I want to get to because I really need to start making progress in those. We are 4 months into the year now, and I've read 0 of them, so we really need to get moving here. So I'm planning on reading 2 this month, and that is Zodiac by Robert Graysmith. This is a true crime book about none other than the Zodiac Killer. This is one of the classic true crime books in the genre. It kind of defines the genre. And I actually just picked up another book by Robert Graysmith on the Unabomber, which I'm really excited to read. And so I want to be getting to this one. I have been really craving true crime recently. I'm listening to a true crime book on audiobook right now. And so I just need more. I always need more true crime in my life. And so this one is gonna be a goodie, I'm hoping. And the next book that I want to read in the month of April is City of Ghosts by V.E. Schwab. This is another one of my yearly challenges, was to read all of V.E. Schwab's work, which I've read one of her books so far this year, The Secret Life of Addie LaRue, and I absolutely adored it. And the third book in this series just came out. So I'm actually hoping to read the first 2 next month. I know that's a little bit ambitious, especially with all the other books I have to read, but they are middle grade, so I'm hoping I can get through them a little bit faster than my other books, and I'm hoping that I can pick up the first 2 and then read the new one that has come out next month. So we'll see. City of Ghosts is about a girl who can see ghosts, basically, and her life and kind of how she deals with that. And so I am excited to read it. Who doesn't love a good girl seeing ghost story? I know I do. And then the last book I'm planning on picking up in April is Tender is the Flesh by Augustina Bazterrica. This book I'm so excited for. It comes highly recommended from lots of people that I enjoy. One of my favorite Instagrams that I follow, Ave Reads, we have the same name, so we're pals, and she just read this book and she adored it and thought it was really creepy, so I'm really excited to read it. Tender is the Flesh is a book about what would happen if suddenly meat is unconsumable, animals have a disease that humans cannot, that makes it so humans cannot eat their meat anymore, and so instead certain humans are picked to be harvested for their meat, and humans are living off of human flesh, which is such a fascinating premise, and it's not very thick, so I'm really hoping that I have time to get to this one this month. I'm just so excited for it, and I love the cover too. I think this cover is amazing, so another goodie. And that's it. That is my April TBR. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back with lots more videos this month for you guys, way more than last month, definitely way more than February because I didn't post any in February. I'm trying to get back on my regularly scheduled content. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a like, and you can subscribe if you want to, and all of my social media links are in the description box below if you want to check those out as well. Thanks guys, bye!